Hello everyone, it's a new week, new analysis. A quick tip, whoever you want to call the market makers, they always have new targets each week. So yes, a trend might continue from the previous week, but they normally set new targets each week. So each week is something new that it's planning on doing. If it so happens their targets are the same as last week, that's to our advantage, but it's just something to keep in mind. So we always start on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we have a high. Oh, our previous week analysis was also successful, right? This week we have a high, right? That price could be aiming for, and then we have a low that was created last week, right? But what's more important right now is the breakout, right? Because remember, this was a big breakout. Price had been rejecting this area for quite some time, so this was a big breakout. If it was a big breakout, we need to see what price might reject for it to drop. So let's highlight that. Let's say breakout area, template service. Let's just say weekly. Okay. All right. All right. And then this is our high. This is a very important, very important, very important. All right. Let's save it. Very important. That's a very important high, right? And then if we go on the daily time frame, now remember we always adjust our levels accordingly so that they are not cutting through candles. We know why we're adjusting them, and we can see it on the lower time frame. So now this is a good thing to notice. We have a low that was created here, right? So this was our threshold. If price broke this low, then price would be in a downtrend. Then this whole setup would have not been there. So this was our threshold for people who have been watching the analysis for some weeks now, right? And then price dropped to create a new low, right? So this would have been the first low that price needs to break, and then the second low that price needs to break, meaning or confirming that this was our threshold, right? So if you see it in the future, now you know. All right. And then you see price came back to retest. But the tricky thing is this candle was strong from the opening, right? But it did not close below here. It put back up. So that was your signal. If you wanted to catch this whole move up, that was the signal right there. Price did not close below. All right. So that was our threshold. Right, that's what confirmed this whole move up. Of course, the breakout to confirm it like would be the strongest confirmation, but for early entries, that was the signal. Right, considering that the next candle closed above. If you look to your right, see this candle closed above. So we had all the signals to catch the whole move. All right, on the daily time frame, I think there's nothing else that we need to put. Maybe we could put this week fill area. So that's a week fill trade. I like to highlight week fill target, right? Week fill target. All right, and we can put this low right here. All right, this is where price is at, so that's where we're concentrating. Remember, when you're analyzing, especially if you're a day trader, you always concentrate where the price is at and your targets. That's what's important. Yes, we could put a zone right here because this was a breakout, right? But for price to reach this area, it has to go through these whole things, right? So this is not our concern at the moment. We have to concentrate where price is at right now. All right. So that's it for the daily time frame. Now, if you look at yesterday's candle, it's a bearish candle, right? So yesterday's candle, is it rejecting, creating a high here, or is it creating a new low right here? Right? So that's a question you need to ask yourself. So if you didn't catch this whole move going up now would be too late to enter. You need to wait for price to confirm that breakout. Because right now price is telling us both ways. So this could be a fake out for price to go down because probably people were selling because of yesterday's candle. So if it is a fake out, we wait and we wait for confirmation. All right. The 4-hour time frame. Ooh, let's also highlight the high that price is broken out from. Yeah, right here. This is a weekly high. This is a daily high, probably a 4-hour high, a 1-hour high. So it's a pretty important high. All right. On the daily time frame, let's adjust. This is the 4-hour time frame. Our high is properly adjusted, right? Book field trade. We can put it right here. Yes, this might be a problem, but now you know this would be an early entry with a tighter stop loss. But I'm talking about this area right here. So we're putting it right, we adjusted it to this area, right, instead of this area. So like I said earlier on the weekly time frame, what I was trying to show you, if price breaks this one first, right, that's your signal. If price breaks this second one, full confirmation. Remember, price has to break two support or resistance for the trend to change. So it would have changed. It would have changed on the lower time frames. Remember that. So those are our two support, and we wait. But if price is going to continue going higher, then we need this 4-hour candle that's printing right now to close bullish above, right? And then we'll be looking to enter around here at retest, right? So if we go on the one, there's nothing for us to add right here. We have daily zones and they are strong, they're important. That's what matters. Also, if we go on the daily time frame, right? Side track. If we go on the daily time frame, if we look to our left, there is a zone right here, right? This zone is too high for price to target if it's gonna reject, or if this is a fake out, right? It's too high for price to target. So if it is targeting something, we can put the zone right here because this is the high that his price is already created. So this could be the area that price is trying to reject, and this could be, or be a fake out, right? Or we could have this. So this would be the first high price. Yeah, it's a potential because this was a range, and if we put the range high and low, I'm talking about this area right here. This is a range, right? So if we put the high and the low, that means this is our order block area. This is the last bullish candle, right? Before the big move down. So this is our order block area. So price need to show us something around this area. If it does show us something around this area, then we know we might be looking for some rejections right here. All right. Now let's continue with our analysis. Right. Order block area. All right. We move on to the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame. Lines should not be cutting through candles. Here we go. Right? Not through candles. This is acceptable. All right. From where price is it, right? If we look at our 1 hour candle, it closed out above. That's good. So yeah, we're saying this could be a breakout, right? So if this breakout is valid before the 4 hour candle closes, or even if the 4 hour candle closes above, right? This is the area that we might want to see price come back to retest. So it might do this if it stays above until New York opens. This is the area that price will come back to retest for it to go higher. Right, well, now this is the last bearish candle before the big huge bullish move, right? So now this becomes our sort of order block area. So this is the area that you would see price coming back to retest before it goes higher. So the reason why I'm saying this should be the last area that price could retest is, even if you look here, this was the last bearish candle, and what did price do? It came back before it went higher. All right, same area, price went high, it came back, right? Same thing, price went high, it came back. Price always retests mostly. All right, now that's what we have. Right now, let's look at our 4 hour Elliot waves. Right, remember last week we were expecting this to be possibly our 5, but now if we were saying that's our 5 and then we re-evaluate considering the new information that price has given us, we can now say we have 1, right? Possibly 2, and this is 3, giving us 4, right? And 5. All right. Now, if this is what's happening, that means our 3 has been extended. See, this is an extension, probably a diagonal that's happening right now for price to, well, give us the rejection and drop. So this is an extended 3. If we have an extended 3, we won't have an extended 5. All right. So yes, this is what we're expecting, right? Easy. 1, possibly 2, 3, right? Possibly 4, possibly 5. We could have that, right? So if this is what's happening, then we need to carefully watch what price does today. Because if this is the fake out that we're talking about, right, then we possibly have 3, 4, 5. This is also very much possible because this would be the fake out that we were expecting. So we can, if it does confirm that this is a fake out, then price probably or possibly would come all the way down here for it to go higher. All right, but this becomes the tricky area. This would be our final confirmation, our first confirmation, second confirmation. If it breaks out, it comes here. We'll wait for rejections because this is the weekly breakout, so price needs to retest this. It has not retested yet, so we are still expecting price to retest. We just need to find where it will reject. So yes, this is what we're expecting for this week. I hope it's all understandable, and I hope you enjoyed. That's all.